this morning we're going to be making something really simple. I'm going to show you how to make different fillings to be used on bagels. Okay, I'm just going to assemble maybe 3 different fillings. I'm going to do chicken and tuna, sweet corn, okay, a bit of chicken with cheese, and then I'm going to go for a vegetarian option as well. Okay, and we'll be using the grill, and then one of them will be cold, which will be the tuna sweet corn. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got some diced chicken here. I'm just going to season this first of all, and then cook it. So a bit of chili powder, bit of salt, black pepper, bit of dried mixed herbs, tiny bit of olive oil. I won't leave it for any significant amount of time. I'm also going to be adding a bit of garlic powder, not fresh garlic, but garlic powder. Okay, and this is all for taste. So a tiny bit of garlic powder. Mix these in together. You can smell our flavors going on already. And I'm just going to quickly cook this. I'm just going to show you the size that I've got. So really small. They've been diced really small, so they will not take a long time to cook. Put my cooker on, or my hob. Let's say medium heat at the moment. I'm going to heat the pan. Tiny bit of oil, maybe a teaspoon of oil. It's non-stick pan, so that should be okay. So I'll show you what I've got so far. Tiny bit amount, of oil. Wait for this to heat up. So I'm going to put it on high heat so it heats up really quickly. Then I'm going to regulate the heat. I'm going to put it down again. I'm happy with that. There's sizzling going on. I'm not going to be using my metal spoon in the pan. I'm going to go for a wooden spoon. Metal spoon is a conductor of heat, so go for a wooden spoon. For flavors, well, I'm going to add a bit of onions. Chopped onion to the chicken while it's cooking. I'm going to leave that there to cook. I'm multitasking. Give my hands a rinse, even though I did not touch the chicken anyway. While that is cooking, I'm going to be multitasking. So I'm going to chop my veg. I've got some sweet pepper here. I'm going to start the vegetarian option. Just dice a bit of pepper. Gosh, I'm going to slice them actually instead of dicing. I don't have to stand there turning the chicken every single second. I'm letting it cook on one side and turning it again. I've got some mushroom here. Remember, it's important to use your knife properly. So I'm using the, what is this method called again? The bridge method. Hopefully you can see. My fingers are out the way. And then I'm going to go for the claw, keeping my thumb and my fingers out the way as well. At the moment, the mushroom look a bit thick, but it's because of the water content. So once it's cooking, then the water will be released, especially when I add a bit of salt to it, and then the size will reduce. I'm just going to leave it like that. I won't use the other one. And this one again. It's important that your chicken is cooked fully. While that is cooking, I'm also going to be making the vegetarian option. So I'm going to use peppers, mushrooms, a bit of onion. So if someone is vegetarian, they've got that option of using that. So put the hob on again for that one. Heat my pan, and it's the same principle. Half a teaspoon of oil, not a lot. And I'm just going to saute my veg. They will be going underneath the grill to finish off. I'm going to add my mushrooms first. You can have your peppers raw really, so I'm just going to start off with the mushrooms to ensure that they cook fully. It's a small portion that I'm got. I'm going to add a bit of salt in a minute. And we check if the chicken is cooked by cutting maybe a few pieces, and if it's white on the inside or pale on the inside, then it's finished. It's done. Okay? Leave it for another minute. Just make sure that it's fully cooked. Reduce my temperature on this one. Not a lot there, but I'm just going to put this amount on maybe one bagel. Okay, so I don't need to do a whole lot. It's just showing you how to do that. I'm going to add my peppers. Add my bit of onion, and then I'm going to season to taste. Okay. Bit of salt, pepper. We'll add cheese to this filling as well. To make it more appealing, I could have added a variety of colors for the pepper, or a selection of other vegetables as well. I'm going to leave that on low heat too. And I'm going to turn this one off. That chicken is finished. My last filling that I'm going to do now is tuna with a bit of sweet corn. Okay. So I've got a tin of tuna. Need to drain this. Siobhan. Need to get rid of my water. What I would suggest that if you bring in a tin of sweet corn, to drain it using a sift, okay? Because I'm not sure, not going to trust you to do this one because it's very sharp. So just pour it into a sieve, allow the water to come out. Okay, it's not very safe pressing in the tin like that. I just did. I should have showed you how to do it properly. Right. So that's my tuna in the bowl there. Give this a quick swirl. Actually, I'm going to turn this off. I don't want my veg to go too soggy, because I'm going to put it underneath the grill as well. So I've got my tuna there. It's a matter of adding a bit of sweet corn. I don't need all of that. Okay, that should be okay. And then I'm going to go to add a bit of mayo. I've got some mayonnaise here. Okay. And I'm going to add a bit of black pepper as well for a taste. No need for any salt. Oh. See how that responds. Clean my mess as I go along. Mix this in. Right, that's enough. I'm not going to add any more mayonnaise. And I'm going to add a bit of black pepper for a taste. You could also add a bit of onion as well to your tuna filling for flavor. So I'll leave it there. So everything is finished now. So I'm going to assemble. I've got 3 filling here. Got my bagel. I'm going to use my surface. My surface is clean. Okay. Right, I've got, the bagels are cold at the moment. For the tuna filling, I'd have to toast it. Okay. Just to warm it a bit. Hopefully it's not on high. The other 2, okay, I'm going to have to put them in the grill. Okay, so I'm just going to assemble them. Right. So that's for my cold bagel. These, you could also add a bit of butter to your bagel. But because I've used a bit of oil, I don't want it to be too fattening. And I'm going to put a bit of cheese on as well. Just want to add a bit of chicken.
Why don't you put it in your tray?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the tray. I should have done that
Yeah.
before. Let me just put them in the tray because the chicken are already falling off. So I'll assemble them on the tray. I've got a line tray here. Where did I put my chicken? Sorry, too much going on here. Right. Yeah, to make it a bit more manageable, I'm just going to do it on the tray. And I can't be too greedy here by putting too much on because it's just going to fall off. It's up to you if you're going to have it open. If you're going to have the bagel open, like 2 separate slices, then you can always put a bit more chicken on here, which I'm going to do. Okay? If you're going to have it as a sandwich, then you just put it on one side, okay, and then maybe you could put the cheese on this side. It's cold anyway, so you have to put it underneath the grill for a little while. I'm just gonna do it open, not a closed sandwich. I just leave them separate, and then I'm gonna add my cheese on top. These chicken pieces are running away. So I'll leave it there for now. That's taking long. Yeah. Then I'm going to go and add a bit of cheese on top. Hence me saying I did not want to go and add any butter. It's an option. But because you've got the cheese has a bit of fat in there. And as soon as it melts, it's going to release that fat. You could add vegetable to your chicken as well. A bit of pepper. Everyone, fix your face. You don't like veg? Right, so this one is ready. This looks fully loaded because I put a lot on. Right, I'm going to put it in the grill. That one is ready. And my grill went off, the flame went out, so I have to put it on again. Put that in there and the cheese will melt and the bagel will heat up. The other one is my vegetarian option. I'm just going to put my vegetables on, cheese on top. Should we use this one as a closed one because it's more manageable, okay? At least the vegetable can lie flat. So my mushroom, my peppers, onions. I'm not going to put too much on there. I'm going to put the cheese, most of the cheese on this one so it melts and then we can close it at the end. But I'm still going to drizzle a little bit on top of the veg. Because what's going to happen, because they're already cooked, the vegetables are already cooked, I don't want it to be totally overcooked. So I want a bit of cheese to melt over it and to prevent it burning. Okay, so I'll just drizzle, I'll put a little bit of cheese on this as well. But at least these will be able, I'll be able to close them at the end of it. To get so I'm going to put that in the grill. That goes in there. It's melting. And then the last one is going to be the one that I placed in the toaster. Okay, it's done. Not fully toasted, or at least warm, but it hasn't changed in terms of the color. Maybe I should have put it on a higher setting. That's totally up to you anyway. I don't like my bagel to be totally brown. So that's my tuna, sweet corn. This one again is totally up to you if you want to go and add a bit of cheese. I'm not going to go and put any cheese in there because of the fat content. There's already mayonnaise there and it's already moist. So I'll just leave that one at that, and it's very warm. Okay, so there goes. That one is finished. Okay, let me just double check on my chicken. The grill is on high, but it's going slowly. So just bear with me, and I'll just show you what these ones look like. I'm just waiting for the cheese to melt. It's up to you if you want the cheese to go a bit golden. Totally up to you, personal preference. Time is going. A few seconds and then I'll take them out and you can see and then we can pack up. But I'll show you what they look like at the moment. I'm going to wait for them the cheese to melt a bit more. Is that looking yummy? Yeah? That's an open one. I wouldn't go and close it because I've got chicken on both ends. Okay, so they may fall out. I'm just going to leave it there to go a bit golden. That's the cheese I'm talking. And that one has started melting as well. That would be a closed one at the end. So I just put the cheese, the bit on top. You can't have a closed bagel. Okay? Thank you.